Do you know what's the most important skill in the strongest battlegrounds? Is it text, combos, dashes, or even your playstyle? Having just one superior to your opponent gives you the winning advantage. But let me tell you this, even if you master all of these, you'd never be able to beat me at my flow state or any of the top players because they don't focus on these. The best of the best maintain their prime focus on adaptability. To illustrate, take for example you've mastered every single tech for your character. You can precisely perform all types of combos and you've got perfect dashes as well. Now let me ask you, with all of these talents, would you be able to beat someone who's blessed with the talent known as Genius of Adaptability? I doubt so. Here's what I would do if I were that genius. If we were fighting, I would firstly gather as much information about your fight style mid-fight, combos, techs, dashes, everything. Then I'd comprise them all in my head and create a rough estimate of all of your patterns. It may sound complicated right now, but I'll give you a 3-step framework to easily do this. Then I would use my TSB knowledge to logically create tactics that counter your playstyle. Maybe you like blocking. If then I'd just backdash cancel to catch you. If you hold M1 a lot, I can abuse counters. If counter isn't available, I can side dash while blocking and then catch you. If you're an extremely aggressive Garo user, I'd firstly figure out your dominant dashing side and purposefully position myself in an angle that forces you to use your weaker side dashes. You must think many steps ahead and manipulate opponents to break their own guards. That's what it means to be an adaptability genius. But why should you trust me? Do I even know what I'm saying or just giving out random information like Lord Heaven's useless adaptability video? Well, a little bit about me. I'm a pro FPS games player and I've been playing them for almost 3 years. And I've studied widely on different topics and subjects, including adaptability in my spare time. From my experience, I want to share a bit of it to you guys. Now it's time you master this framework and be reborn to never lose again. Perception. Our eyes are capable of gathering enormous amounts of information just by looking. Before I explain how to use them properly, let's firstly cover how our brain works. We have two types of thinking processes. System 1 intuitive and system 2 logical. Have you ever had that gut feeling that if you were to press counter right now, you'd get the enemy? That's what your instincts are telling you, which is system 1. It's fast and reflexive, but does not reflect a lot of logic, but rather past experiences and instincts. On the other hand, analyzing your enemy and finding details in their gameplay is system 2, which is more logical. A game like TSB takes way too much focus to even play. Using system 2 is practically a waste of time because by the time you have gathered enough data about them, you'd be already dead. Now for your perception, next time forward, focus deeply on your enemy. Your instincts and working memory will remember this for the short term and help you plan how you could adapt to win. Ignorance of facts and slow understanding leads to delayed estimate time of adaptation. Remember, losing to someone is just losing due to lack of adaptation in that time. Adapting without information is just predicting your enemy will do exactly what you have planned. So in the start, focus on what types of techs they like to do. What combos do they attempt? Are they a risky player or try to guarantee hits? Which is their dominant dashing space? Can they predict block behind them or to the side? Can they M1 catch you? You must gather all of that information in just a span of 30 seconds or even less. This might be sounding way too complicated to even work, but I've already trained hardcore in this matter. I can say with pride that it works and will work for you as well. Now I'm going to cover some of these using gameplay so you can grasp it easier. Rewatch this section if you want to remember and memorize it faster. Step 2. Spatial Index. Now you'd be in a state where your brain is exhausting way too much energy remembering these details, so you must quickly discard the useless ones. 37% of the actual information among them are useful. Others are just false, irrelevant information. We can gather a lot of information about the enemy, but we can't find the right one. It is better to get a thin layer of information which is right, instead of lots and lots of them. Asking questions is the best way to gather these important information. Ask yourself the following questions in order, and you'll understand what I meant. Movement. Is their playstyle consistent, or they switch to passive to aggressive or aggressive to passive? What is their weaker side dash and weaker blocking zone? Combo. Is their combos and movement consistent each time? In what area are they able to beat you? Consistency. Do they make simple mistakes? Do they have any weaknesses in their playstyle? Their strategy. Are they trying to follow a certain way to play? What techniques do they keep using back to back? Are they simply reacting back, or are they playing in some way? You'll get all the necessary data there is, and you'll be able to finally start adapting to them. This section wants you to find the right information. Doing both step 1 and step 2 at the same time isn't suitable because you'll just lack focus to defend yourself and fight. An average fight lasts around a minute, and if the players are good, it may last 1.5 minutes. And this framework wants you to complete all of these steps under 20 seconds, so you must be careful and slowly but steadily increase your speed. But now I'm going to practically show you guys how this may work. Step 3. Battle IQ. In order to change, you have to be someone you're not. Adapting is equivalent to that process. Play with ordered flexibility. Ordered flexibility is a state where you are neither too aggressive or passive. You're in a position which allows you to move like water and wait for the appropriate time. It's here where you make tactics and adaptation from the enemy. You gathered information, analyzed it, and finally finalizing it to take action. This is very hard to explain but easy to show. But I'll give you some examples on how you can make tactics with information. If they're an aggressive dasher, you can consider the patterns of their dashes. At what range do they suddenly dash? And what situations are required for that to work? If their conditions are your card is lowered, you're running straight, and you are close by, then you can manipulate their conditions to make them dash and M1 you, allowing you to counter it or even block an attack back. Another example would be they make simple mistakes like missing a true down slam. Now you can simply hold M1 and catch them if they were to miss their third M1. If they love extending their combos using extenders, then you can simulate situations in your brain where it may occur and predict their movement using patterns. You must think many steps ahead with the information and calculate opportunities and positions where you are bound to win. Here's my practical gameplay that you can watch and understand it better. Now you too can become an adaptability genius and never lose to the same person ever again. Keep a note that other players may also use this technique against you, so be warned. As for my giveaway winners, I've used a random comment picker bot and it chose this person. So congrats to him. Here's a clip of me giving him the reward. Now, leave a like if you want to see me make more videos like this and watch this video next if you want to lower your ping.